What is up, Retromaniacs? My name is Mike, his name is EP, and his name is Joe, and we are here to give you 3 more cards for your Retro PC. We do it every week. We're like clockwork, right? We like to be here for our viewers. I'm going to start it off. I always do. You know, we love Pacific, right, guys?
Mm-hmm.
Is there a company that made better insert cards than Pacific? No, not even close. Never will be. You know, we could probably do this show every week with just Pacific cards. Well, this week, I'm going to give you maybe one that didn't work out quite as well as they planned. It is the 1998 Pacific Aurora Cube.
Oh, yeah. What do you mean it didn't work out? Wait, I'm confused. What do you mean it didn't work out?
Jr. Look at that. This is literally a cube. Look at that. Like they got all the sides. They have everything on the. Look at that. Is that fantastic or what? These are terrible.
Yeah, it's I can see why somebody made that idea. Sure.
Yeah, and these came as a box topper in the middle of the box when you opened it up. They were 1 per box. There are 20 of them in the set. They also did a 99 football set and a 98-99 hockey set, if you're interested in those. I mean, the 20 card set of baseball was amazing. They have all the hits of the time. They have Ripken, they have McGuire, they have Griffey, they have Barry Bonds, they have Frank Thomas, they have Derek Jeter, Chipper Jones. Like, I feel like it's an incredibly unique collectible to have if you collect certain players, but they're not easy to find. These things, I mean, obviously Jose Cruz Jr., which right there, that's a lesson for baseball prospectors. This guy, look him up. But, you know, couple bucks, probably like $2 to $5 on the minor stars. But I looked up the Ken Griffey Jr. There is one listed on eBay right now, $25. I looked at completed auctions. There have only been 2 sold in the last 2 years.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah, even though they're really kind of dumb, we're agreed on that. It didn't really work. They're not easy to find. So, if you collect certain players, I feel like you have to have this in there. Go with the Jose Cruz Jr., you know? I'm not getting rid of mine. Don't hit me up this time. I want this one. But, yeah, that's my card this week that qualifies, right? It is a card, it's just shaped like a cube. So
I guarantee you one of the big reasons they didn't pop off is there's no way to protect them and just, you know, but
they're
card collectors are
no?
Card collectors though are so obsessed with like what top loader or what sleeve or what this can I put this in that that's why booklets aren't as popular. That's why a lot of these different like misshaped cards aren't as popular.
So what you're saying is if these were made today, they would have gone over well because somebody would have
Ultra Pro would have a case,
a
display case for those without a doubt.
There's a new case we can make. Do it.
Yeah. Do it now.
I got 2 questions, Mike.
Okay.
Do you remember back in the day at the shop? Did you keep any of these? Throw these away? Did anybody want them? Like, what did you have? Any of these back in the day?
This is the shop. Literally the only one this is from the shop.
Okay.
I mean, Aurora was not like a big seller, so I don't know if I had more than 1 box that I opened up. This was probably for the one on the shelf that you bought packs from, and I thankfully look at that. It's a good shape too for how old it is. Like, what are we, 25 years old on that now? So yeah, that's from the shop. So I'm going to keep that one.
I have 2 unopened boxes of 1998 Aurora football that somebody pushed in the thing to see if they could see if there was a Randy Moss or a Peyton Manning cube in there or whatever, or to see who was in the, I'm not sure what the checklist was, but they clearly had pushed the thing in so they could see who the cube was because they were hunting the cubes apparently. So
wow.
Hunting the cubes.
Yep.
All righty, P, what do you have for us this week?
I have a ultra inexpensive card that is very, very cool. This is a 1986 Topps collector's series Woolworths Superstars made for Woolworths stores. So they distributed themselves, but I got this one for 34 cents plus 25 cents shipping on ComC. They're listed for 18 cents on a trading card database, but I really think it's a really cool card. Reggie Jackson's my favorite player. This is on 1986. There's no Griffeys, but there's a bunch of Hall of Famers in the set, and it's a very inexpensive set, very very cool in my opinion. I love the oddball stuff, and that's one I got from ComC in a recent order. So just wanted to show that one off.
That's one of the things I really miss about the hobby now. Like the 80s and early 90s, they had all those little sets for different retailers, and they did with like food places, like all that stuff is really cool. And if you're a player collector of a player like you that collects Reggie Jackson, like that stuff's really cool to pick up for your PC. It doesn't matter if it's 18 cents or if it's $2, but yeah, like I know in my stack sales, like any of that kind of stuff, like Tony Gwynn and Cal Ripken, that stuff sells like that. So really cool.
I throw up the card again, EP. I think he's wearing the shades that I wore in my 101 card. That might be mine.
You didn't tell us you had Reggie shades.
I think they might be mine.
Wow, fantastic. All right, Joe, what do you have for us?
All right. I'm actually going older than EP. I thought I was going to be the lone one in the 80s because this is retro cards. But this set for me really, really, it's like the first like Grail set I had, or like the hard to obtain set I had. I'm going to go to 1984 Topps football. And you might be thinking he's going to bring up Marino, Hail to Pitt. He's going to bring up Elway, one of the greatest to do it. He's going to bring up Darrell Green or Howie Long. I'm actually going to bring up Eric Dickerson's rookie card, 1984 Topps. Remember, he was drafted in 83, but the sets were a year behind every year. I'm going to bring up that card, A, because it's very, very affordable. But B, Eric Dickerson was one of the greatest running backs to ever do it. So good. I think Craig James, he was part of the Pony Express with Eric Dickerson and SMU. He said you could put a coffee cup on Dickerson's head and he could run 100 yards and it never spill a drop of coffee because he was always so upright. He's such a distinct running style. And we don't give enough props to running backs currently. Or, maybe Barry Sanders gets some love. Maybe Emmitt Smith gets some love. But someone like Eric Dickerson, who really just changed the game, how running backs played it. 2,000 yards, in his second year. He had like the best rookie season. It was just unbelievable. You can get this card super cheap too. So that's why I'm suggesting this one instead of I have the complete set that I got from Mike's. I actually have two of the Dickerson cards because as I went through to sort them back when I was back into cards in 2009, I was like, is this missing the Dickerson? And I went through and I couldn't find it. So I bought a PSA 7 PSA 9 of it. And then I found it right after that, of course. So, but you can get the Dickerson card in a PSA 7 for like $15. You can get it raw for under 10. So that, it's such a cool set. It's such a well-known set that I think having a cool rookie from that set is worth it compared to like buying a high-priced Marino or Elway. And Dickerson he changed the game.
Absolutely.
Awesome pick. Yeah, that's really, very cool.
Great pick. All right, guys. 3 great choices again this week. Good luck, everybody, finding your cubes for the master set. That's all I'm going to say.
You can find a Dickerson rookie much easier from 1984 than you can find.
Definitely can. All right, guys. We'll see you next week. Take care.
See ya.
See ya, boys.